Nigel! Nigel, will you stop hitting Glynis with that racket or I shall come down there and smack your bottom? Why can't you play nicely like a good little boy? See, he's doing it again while I'm talking to him. Nigel, leave her alone! Oh, he can be a little demon at times. He's taken the racket off her and now he won't let her be Virginia Wade.
It's just a bit of boyish fun, that's all. There's no real harm in him.
Barry, how can you say that? It's only yesterday he was playing pirates with her and had her full length in the boating pool. Oh, will I be glad when we get home. This has been the longest 7 days I've had since your mother came to stay at Easter week. What are you doing?
I'm trying to pack the buckets and spades.
Well, they don't go in there. They go in the grip. Oh, Barry, look at that. Wet sand all over a Liberty bodice. And this was the one I was saving for her to put clean on when we got home. Did you bring everything from their bedroom?
Well, everything I could find. Now, there was that green towel by the wash basin, but that's the landlady's, isn't it?
I wouldn't call that a towel. I've seen bigger face cloths. What with that and no soap and never any hot water, she must think we've come down from the hills.
Oh, sorry. I thought I saw you going down with your suitcases.
No, we thought we'd better pack them first.
I'm not rushing you. Only I've got a couple coming from Chesterfield, and we did stick notices behind all the doors. Visitors must vacate rooms early on day of departure. But don't think I'm rushing you.
Well, I'm afraid we got held up queuing for the bathroom.
Oh, I think it's that woman in number 8. Do you know she goes in there to read her library book? Oh, well, I better take these towels for washing. Only you just might, well, it is easily done, isn't it? And it's a little bit late when you're halfway up the M1.
Luckily we brought our own.
Just the 2, was there?
That's all.
Excuse me. Well, don't hurry. Oh, your bill is all made out when you're ready.
You wouldn't think she was trying to get rid of us, would you?
Well, I can't believe it's the same woman that welcomed us in on Saturday morning. Where's the happy, smiling face and the make-yourself-at-home look?
We saw the last of that Saturday night when she gave us cocoa without any sugar in it. She shouldn't have a welcome sign hanging up in her hall, you know. If she's that keen to be friendly, she should have one that reads, "Try next door." Here, Barry, you can fasten this one now.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
Mind how you lift it off the bed. That's the one with the dodgy locks. Oh. Well, would you believe it? He's only bouncing his ball off the top of next door's greenhouse now. Nigel, you naughty boy, stop that. See, if you lose that ball, I won't buy you another. Now play nicely. Oh.
I'll bring them both up when I go down to pay the bill. Hey, you better let me have the wallet.
Barry, stop giving me heart failure. You've got the wallet.
Since when?
Since yesterday when we pulled into that garage to fill up with petrol. You had to change a £5 note.
That's funny.
Why aren't you laughing? Barry, where is it?
Oh yeah. It's in my sports coat pocket.
And where's that?
In my sports coat.
Barry, I know where your pocket is. Where's your coat?
Oh, it's in there.
Well, for heaven's sake, get it out. You'll have me careless. I can't understand you, Barry. Fancy packing a coat with £65 in the pocket. And what are you doing now? Making the bed?
Last night.
Last night?
I just remembered. I put it somewhere safe. There we are. You thought I'd lost it, didn't you?
Yes, and that makes 2 of us. Now, you've got the other £20, haven't you?
Oh, yes, that's it's in my driving licence.
Right, well, you go down and pay the bill while I'm finishing packing this suit.
The landlady, should I give her a tip?
Yes. Tell her what roast beef is. I don't think she's ever heard of it.
You come down. I thought you decided to stay for another week.
No, we thought we lost my wallet.
Yes, I've heard that one before, too. You'd like your bill, I presume?
Oh, yes, please.
There you are. Oh, you do know we don't take cheques.
Oh, yes, that's quite all right.
Nothing personal, of course, but it's like I tell all my customers. I have enough bother trying to work out what pound notes are worth these days, never mind bits of paper.
This is our bill, is it?
Yes, that's right. Room 6 and room 7. Oh, if you're wondering why there's no VAT, we don't earn enough to pay for it. It's a long winter, you know.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Look, if you don't mind, I think I'd better just nip upstairs and check this with my wife.
Just as you wish. Only if you are staying to lunch, dear, would you let me know? I'll get him to peel another potato.
This case while I sit on it.
I shouldn't be in too much of a hurry to pack if I were you. I don't think we can afford to go.
What do you mean?
Here, take a look at this. How's she got it to that? Oh, she hasn't added the date in, I've checked.
£93.40? She's joking. That's not a week's board, that's a half share on the property.
Well, she's definitely expecting us to pay it.
I don't care if she's expecting twins. We're not paying this. Morning tea, 8p per cup. Was that lukewarm stuff we kept pouring down the wash basin?
It's the late suppers I can't get over. 14 at 25p per person. I can't remember having any late suppers. Can you?
Those'll be your sugarless cocoa and those ginger nuts our Glynis broke a tooth on. Well, she's wrong with her bed and board for a start. £12.65 per day for the four of us. We never agreed to that. Where's that letter quoting the terms?
Well, I think it's in my sports coat pocket.
What else have you got in that sports coat pocket?
Well, now you come to mention it, I think the route map home.
Well, I think you better unpack it in case we need it.
Oh, no. No, I think I'll be all right once we get past East Grinstead.
The letter, Barry. The letter.
Oh, yes, the letter. Well, I was only guessing. I could have left it at home on the mantelpiece.
I'm going down there to have this out with her. We're not paying these prices. What does she think this is? The Eastbourne Hilton.
Harold, while I remember, don't throw away the end of that sliced loaf for the birds. Leave it where it is. It'll do for tomorrow's bread and butter pudding. Oh, hello, Mrs. Just off?
Not quite.
Oh, well, if you've got a minute, perhaps you'd like to put something nice in our visitors' book. Oh, keep saying we'll get a new one. It's the kids, you know. They will keep using it as a crayoning book. Oh, look at that. A puff-puff. That's all we need. There, we'll use a nice new page.
It's about your bill.
Bill?
I think you've made a mistake.
Oh, dear. What have I missed off now? Just get my glasses.
I don't think it's anything you've left off, Mrs. Pomfret. Unless you had in mind charging us for the bowl of fruit you've got on the sideboard.
Oh, I thought I put that on. Yes, here it is. It comes under extras. That also includes porterage and telephone.
Telephone? But we didn't use the telephone.
Well, that's not my fault, dear. It was there.
How do you mean there?
Well, it's an extra facility, you see, dear. We've had a special extension put on the upstairs landing. It's all part of our expansion programme. All we need now is a writing room and a sign saying TV lounge, and we can apply for 1 star in the AA book.
But, Mrs. Pomfret, in all fairness, I don't think you should expect people to pay for things that they didn't use.
Well, that's up to them, dear, isn't it? I mean, I've got a mat behind the front door, but if people don't choose to wipe their feet, well, who am I? I mean, take dogs. Now, we allow dogs. Some people don't, we do. In fact, I'm very fond of them. To be honest with you, I was a bit disappointed when you didn't bring one.
You haven't charged us for one, have you?
Oh, no, we don't charge for dogs. They're what you might call our gimmick. They're inclusive. Not like that woman next door. Oh, she won't have them anywhere near.
Really?
No, turns them away. Oh, she's a funny woman.
Mrs. Pomfret, can you tell me why you've charged an extra £1 a day for accommodation and board?
You did ask for a different room when you arrived, dear.
We asked for a room next door to our 2 children, like you promised when you sent the confirmation. I mean, the one that you put us in couldn't have been further away than if we booked them into next door but one.
Discretion of the management, dear. Discretion of the management. And it does say on our letterheads, choice of rooms cannot be guaranteed. And you must admit, the room we moved you to has a far superior outlook.
Well, at least it didn't look out onto the gasworks like the first one.
Well, exactly. Different priced accommodation, you see, dear. And it is our best room, first floor front. I've had aldermen staying in that room before today. Well, I mean, the wallpaper alone costs 75p a roll, and it's got its own towel rail. But I mean, dear, this is sea view, and you must expect to pay more from the only room you can actually view the sea.
What are these late suppers you've charged us for? 25p per person?
Ah, now, you're very lucky there. They're going up to 30p next week. It's the cocoa beans, you know. They've got caught up in the inflationary spiral.
Mrs. Pomfret, I'm going to come straight to the point. We think you've overcharged us and we don't intend to pay it.
I'm sorry, dear, I don't understand you.
We're not going to pay this bill. We think it's too much.
Too much?
Much too much.
And you don't intend to settle it?
Not as it stands, no.
Harold, you're wanted. Now look,
Fawcett.
Mrs. Fawcett, I'm going to tell you something for nothing.
Well, that's a bit out of character for a start.
You may think you are not going to pay this bill, but until you do, not one stick of your luggage goes out through that front door. Is that clear?
Perfectly. And if our luggage stays, we stay. And if we stay, it'll be at your request, and you must provide for us. And I'll tell you something for nothing now, Mrs. Pomfret. After 7 days on the sort of rations we've had, we shall take some feeding. So now when you're ready to make a proper bill out, do let us know. We'll be in our bedroom, unpacking.
Harold! Harold! Oh, not 10 o'clock yet and he's in the betting shop. Oh, hello. This is Rose Pomfret. Is Harold there? Oh, did he put me 50p to win on Welsh's Doom? Well, listen. Make it £1.
Make any noise. Oh, and if you want anything, bang on the wall. Quietly.
Who is it?
It's me, Barry.
I thought we'd agreed you'd stay with the children.
Oh, it's no good, Thelma. I can't keep playing snakes and ladders all morning. It's a full-time job diving under the bed every time Glynis throws the dice. I've been up to my armpits in fluff.
Well, you will have to be patient with her, Barry. She is only 4. Did you take Nigel to the toilet like I told you?
Oh, I couldn't get in the toilet for Mrs. Number 8. I think she's reading the Forsyte Saga.
All right, I'll see to it myself when I put these away. Be putting your shirts and socks in the drawers over there.
Oh, Thelma. What exactly are you trying to do? Is it a siege or a stakeout or what?
Look, Barry, we're not paying nearly £100 for what we've had. We see enough of cold it's on the telly without paying through the nose for it. See, please move.
Oh, Thelma, you've made your point. Come on, let's pay up and go home.
We'll pay when she's made a proper bill out and not before. Here, have a little root through your pockets. That should keep you occupied.
Are you there, Mrs. Fawcett? It's Mrs. Pomfret. Rose.
Quick, get this table up against the door.
A table?
Come on, I want it up against the door. I'm not looking for violence, but if she wants it, she can have it.
Could I please have a word with you about your account, Mrs. Fawcett?
What is it you want to say to me?
Oh, I've been going through my figures again, and you're quite right. There are one or two discrepancies.
See what I mean, Barry? Didn't take her long to change your tune, did it?
We haven't heard the music yet.
Look, go and let her in. And once she's in, lock it again.
What do you want now, a hostage?
No, but I don't want half a dozen bruises walking in. Go on, open the door.
Oh, settling in again, are we?
You were saying about the bill?
Oh, yes, I must apologise to you, dear. You were quite right. It shouldn't have come to £93.40.
Oh, shouldn't it?
No, I got mixed up with the charge for service.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yes, I forgot to add it on. It should come to £102.74. I have altered it. When you're ready. No, it's all right, dear. I've got about 14 keys to this door. Oh, by the way, as I was coming past, I heard your children romping it up in the next room. Would they like hot milk and biscuits?
Oh, yes, please, Mrs. Pomfret. Oh, I better let you have the key for their door.
Oh, it's all right, dear. I've got about 27 keys for that one.
Oh, where does that leave us?
We need a ball of string.
Huh? You're not going to tie yourself to the bedpost, are you?
No, but we've got to get the luggage out of this room without her knowing. Then we can talk to her on our own terms.
Oh, let's just pay the bill, Thelma, please. For me.
Not likely.
Well, for the children, then. They're two lovely kids. What good's a mother in Holloway and a father in Wormwood Scrubs?
Barry, it's our luggage. If we want to throw it out of the window, that's our business.
We're definitely going camping next year. I don't care if I come up on the pools, it's a camping holiday. And I'm picking the field.
Go and buy a ball of thick string while I'm repacking this suitcase.
Well, you be careful with my sports coat. You've had it in and out of that wardrobe that many times. It's losing its texture.
Will you please go?
Corned beef fricassee, tapioca and custard, roll and butter. Extra. La la dee da ding, la dee da da da, la dee da dee dum, la dee da dum. Harold, stand by round the front. I think it's the cases through the window, malarkey.
Well, that took long enough. It's 11:15.
I'm not surprised. I've had to walk halfway to Hastings. You'd be surprised at the number of shops that don't stock string.
Well, I wouldn't call that thick string. It's more like thin rope. You're only lowering suitcases, you know. They're not grand pianos.
Well, it's all I could find. It's £1.35 up your jumper anyway. You know, at this rate, it's going to cost us more to get the cases out than it would be to pay the bill.
Well, come on, get them fastened and tie your rope on.
Hey, what have you got yourself all dolled up for?
Well, I have to give her the idea we're in no hurry to leave, don't I? I have to keep her talking downstairs while you get the suitcases out through the window.
Oh, it's madness, this, Thelma. Suppose I attract somebody's attention when I'm lowering the rope. What do I do then? Shin down it and crack on I've been delivering a box of milk tray?
I've told you what to do. Go out through the front door, lock the cases in the car, come back in, read in a newspaper, to show me that everything's all right.
I'm sure I've seen this on Mission Impossible.
Barry, go on, do get a move on. You'll have us arriving home at midnight. Now, I'm giving you 3 minutes.
Oh, hello, dear. You come to order lunch?
No, thank you.
It is corned beef fricassee, you see, and he'd have to open another tin. And I don't think we've got one.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nor me, the price of it. I mean, the way they put things up in these supermarkets, it's all you can do to beat them to the shelves before they've stamped another penny on. No, dear, this late stage, all I can offer is sardine salad.
No, thank you. We've had quite enough salads for 1 week. I've eaten so much lettuce since last Saturday, my ears have started twitching.
Well, they're good for the blood, you know. Greens. Now, what's the position, Mrs. Fawcett?
Well, we've been through your bill again, and we've arrived at a figure of £84.36.
Oh. Which item is that?
That's not an item, Mrs. Pomfret. That's the total.
Your total?
Yes.
As distinct from ours?
That's what it comes to on the original terms. Without charging us for things that we could have had and didn't want. Less 10% for the service that we should have got and didn't get.
Yes. Well, to be quite honest with you, Mrs. Fawcett, I've never struck this situation before. Guests making their own bills out. I mean, if I'd known you had that arrangement in mind, we'd have come and stayed with you.
Well, we wouldn't have tried to diddle you, Mrs. Pomfret. You can be sure of that. Now, look at this. You've charged for 4 afternoon teas there that we never even came in for.
Well, food not taken has to be charged for, dear. I mean, tea cakes are no good to us once they're toasted. Oh, he seems happy enough.
Yes. He knows he's going home.
Well, I don't know how he's going to get his car out, dear. Harold's wedged him in with our Mini.
All right. All right. If that's the way you want to play it, we shall retire gracefully to our bedroom and prepare to sweat it out.
Just a minute, dear. If you're staying, you'll need these.
Oh, come on, love. Your hamburger's going cold.
I couldn't eat it.
Well, it's no good sulking, Thelma. She's won, and you might as well accept it.
She's a villain.
Oh, no. She was very nice with our Nigel and Glynis. Took them down to the dining room. Beans on toast. Tapioca pudding to follow. Well, to be quite honest, she's been that good. I don't see that we can leave without booking in again for next year.
I wouldn't set another foot in this place to tell her the house was on fire.
How did you settle up?
Through gritted teeth. She's not only taken every penny we had left, she's even taken my engagement ring as a down deposit on what we owe her.
Oh, well, at least we don't have to get all unpacked again, do we? I'll get the cases downstairs. Are you coming?
I'll follow you on.
All right.
I just want to check the wardrobe to make sure we haven't left anything.
See you down there, then. Right. You can start unpacking again.
What's the matter now?
I've left the car keys in my sports coat pocket.